Hey guys, so I just saw an interesting sale on Evolving Skies booster boxes, so I want to share it because it seems a little funny. I'm sure it will get refunded or something, or there's some sort of scam involved. But then I also want to go over just the real data on how valuable Evolving Skies and Umbreon VMAX seems to be. So the fun data point is this one. So I've been tracking um, Evolving Skies, even if I was showing the spreadsheet, you see how it's been like kind of like steadily increasing and there are some decreases. But when you look at the sales data, there's this one data point where it sold for $2,000 and it just makes zero sense. I don't even know how someone bought for $2,000 because what you'd have to do is that you'd have to scroll down. And, like I don't, you'd have to scroll all the way down a couple pages over. Like even if you were on the second page inside the buy, like you'd have to buy at the very bottom of this page because like I've done that before actually, where I didn't buy, but I would look at the pricing and I was actually on page two instead of page one. But yeah, I don't know how they bought it without really purposely doing that. So I feel like it's gonna get refunded, or maybe they thought they were buying two boxes. I don't know. But I thought that was really funny because yeah, it's gonna be a $2,000 box in the future, or and probably more. But right now, no, do not buy it for $2,000. Okay, so everyone knows Evolving Skies is ridiculously crazy. Let's go over the basics. So set value of all the cards to get is $5,000, and that's insane. If you look at the pricing of the cards, like they're just multiple several $100 cards available. If I compare that to, let's see, another popular set, let's see, Lost Origin, which is probably like the second most popular set, like it's only worth $1,200. So, well, these guys, unsurprisingly, the booster box is worth so much more. The booster box for Lost Origin, I think it's like 350, if not 450, and yeah, like all these guys is like $1,000 on top of that. This is something I didn't know. Um, I like looking at price charting because it'll tell you like the sales volume, like actual sales. But you look at the pricing, so you see ungraded is about, let's say roughly 1,300. It kind of varies. You can see actual sales here, but let's say 1,300, maybe 1,600. People will generally agree that it's around 1,200 to 1,600, maybe 1,700. That's a pretty safe range. It's a pretty imprecise, but it's pretty safe. And usually, what you'll see for PSA pricing is that the PSA 10 has like such a big premium. Like, there's not as much a big premium for like a nine versus a raw. And you actually lose money if you send it for grading and you get a six or seven, I mean 7 or 8. But yeah, PSA 10s are worth $3,000. It's like more than double. Yeah, because this is kind of the most popular card that everyone wants from Sword and Shield. It's like the card. It's kind of like the Charizard from uh original base set. Okay, the interesting thing is like I like to look at the volume, and sometimes you see like per month. So like the lowest selling thing is PSA grade eights per month, but you actually see grade seven selling for 5 sales per year. Actually, that's insane. No one's buying these. Actually, I thought that was 5 sales per month, but yeah, no one's really buying these. Um, Honestly, I'm surprised a little bit how like people aren't buying them because you could just crack them and try to sell them as ungraded. So I'm kind of surprised people aren't doing that. Like that seems like really really low. Um, but yeah, you see like even like PSA 10 versus ungrade. Even though the PSA 10s are so much more expensive, there's 3 sales per day, and that's just insane. That just shows how much people want Umbreon and how much they believe in it. Because I feel like if I were to want anything long term, I would personally want the PSA 10 because I do feel like it's gonna have a Charizard effect in the future. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 25,000, 50,000, $100,000 card in the future because that's just what the top demanding rare cards demand. It's kind of another tier of wealth. I feel like I'm not gonna buy like a couple $100,000 Charizard Shadowless first edition, but this is sort of like the thing that everyone wants from the modern era. And then just some other sales data like TCG Player, like it's kind of hard to see the pricing data based on this graphs, but I do see like people actually buying it raw for, it says near mints for like 1,800, 1,700. So there's been some recent sales which people are buying for these high pricing. I don't think the graph really does it justice. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you like the $2,000 pricing. If you guys know anything about that, I would love to hear it. Like I'm only assuming it's some sort of like money transfer thing or scam or whatever, or some person trying to be nice or some scam. But if you let me know. Um, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.